Is it an app? I think it's an app. Yeah, it's an app. My favorite, my favorite app slash feature on all my Samsung devices, including my tablet, is Bixby Routines. If you are not familiar with Bixby Routines, what it is, it's an if this then that type of app. So if you have something that you normally do, like for instance, if you say you go to church and every time you go to church you put your phone on silent, you can set up a routine so that your phone automatically goes on silent when you get to church or when you get to work. If you want your phone to be on vibrate and put on low power mode, things like that, whatever you want, just about anything you can think of, you can do in Bixby Routines. And what I figured out is if there's something Bixby Routines won't do, you can set up a quick command. I'll explain that in a second. But Bixby Routines will activate a quick command. So anything you can think of, just about, you can get it done with Bixby Routines. And I'm going to show you a couple of the ways I use it. So for instance, I have one called Home. The way this goes, if I'm home, and the way the phone knows that I'm home is I put my address in. So if I come home or if I come near the house, this automatically kicks this routine into motion. It beeps to let me know that the routine started. That's optional. You can set it to beep or not set it to beep. I want it to beep because it reminds me that my phone is going to start talking out loud when I'm near the house. I don't want my phone to lock, so it automatically keeps my phone unlocked when I'm home. And all my notifications are read out loud. My text messages are read out loud, emails, etc. Now, when I'm driving, and the way that it knows I'm driving is when it connects to my car's Bluetooth. I don't know why this top one is there. I don't even use that. But what it does is it puts my phone on Do Not Disturb. I have one exception, is text messages, but they don't make a sound. I actually have to look at the phone in order to see that I have a message. It keeps the phone unlocked again. It turns off auto sync. And I have a third one on this phone for charging. So this is what I was telling you about the quick command. So all of the things I want the phone to do when it's charging, technically Bixby Routines doesn't do it. So here's what you do. Quick commands is a part of Bixby. Cancel. And so I set one up called cleanup. So if I was to activate it and say the words cleanup, my phone is automatically gonna tell me what time it is. It's gonna tell me what's on my calendar for the next day. It's gonna clear all my notifications. It's gonna close YouTube if YouTube is open. It's gonna close all my open apps. It's gonna clear the memory. It's gonna optimize the phone. And when it finishes all of that, it's gonna turn off the screen. And all of that's done by this one quick command. Now I can just say it, but the way I like for it to work is when I plug the phone in, it automatically jumps into that quick command. I'm going to show you that right now. So I'm going to plug in the phone and watch what happens.
It's 3:30 p.m. There's nothing on your schedule tomorrow. Actually, there aren't any notifications to clear. YouTube cannot be closed. Okay, they've all been closed.
See, it does all of those functions just because I plugged the phone in. So whenever I plug the phone in, it goes through that routine. And one cool thing about Bixby Routines is you can turn it off and on. So say if I don't want it to do it, I can just turn that off like that. So I like my routines, so I want them to run when they're supposed to run. Bixby Routines here, they have some defaults set up for you. You can go with a default routine that Samsung already set up, and you can add to it or you can take away if it doesn't work for you. Or what I like to do is I like to go to my routines and I like to set up my own, and the way you do that is you hit the plus button. Now first you have to say the if. The if is, how do you want this routine to start? Do you want it to start when you're home, when you're driving, when you're traveling abroad, at a certain time, a certain place? Like the church thing I was telling you about. Or work. When you put your headphones on. See, this is one of the routines I have. Charging status. So when my phone is charging, it automatically activates the quick command for cleanup that I have. If your battery gets below a certain level, you can have your phone do X, Y, and Z. Wi-Fi network. There's a whole lot of them. So you pick one. And another one I have on my tablet is app open. So like you can say, well, if I open an app, I want the routine to do this, or I want the phone to do this once I open the app. I'm going to pick one just to show you. So when the battery level is down to 40%, and you can change that. So like 40%, as low as you want, as high as you want. And you can say, if my battery level goes to XYZ, I want the phone to do whatever. I want it to turn my NFC off or on. I want my Wi-Fi off or on. I want the music share to do blah, blah, blah. I want to turn on do not disturb. Whatever it is you want your phone to do, you can put it in here. And like I say, if it's something that's not in the list, then you can set up a quick command. You can have it run as a quick command. Here we go, right here. Run quick command. So that's it. This is my favorite app. This is my favorite Samsung feature. I wanted to share it with you. If you have any questions about it, let me know, and I can go into it a little further. But for now, I'll holla.